We will write Python script which will generate a massive log file. So log file is basically server logs. So if any user is logged in, or let's say some activities are tracked like file uploaded or database connection failed or query processing failed, so we will generate that. So generally those types of access log files are used to process the applications like in big data applications. And let's see how we can create one. Okay, so create a folder. You need to have Python installed on your system. Then I will just create a blank file, main.py, and let's start writing the code for this. So first we need to import the random. So we will generate for 1 million entries. Okay, 1 million log entries. So from database, sorry, datetime, import datetime and time delta, and then define log levels and messages. Okay, so log levels equal to, so it can be info, then it can be error. Okay, then write some temporary log messages. So for info we will have two combinations: user login success with user id of dynamic value, then maybe file uploaded, file name, dynamic value, and then let's define same thing for error. So here it can be database connection failed, or failed to process payment. Yeah. Then another is warning, and for this we can have disk usage, and we will write dynamic percentage. So we will insert values here. Then for since we have this dynamic values like user id, disk users, and file name, we will create some dummy user ids so we can fill them. And then I will have some file names. Report.pdf or data.csv or image.png or backup.zip. Okay, then let's define function to generate the random log entry, right? So we will define function definition generate log entry timestamp, and we will first get the level. So it can be random choice log levels. Then if level is wait, I got confused in Python and JavaScript. Okay, if the label is info, then we will generate some random message here. Message equal to random dot choice log messages, and we will get from info. Okay, and then we will also check if user ID in message. Okay, so basically if we get this block, right, if we get this entry, then we will slightly change the message. Message equal to message dot format random dot choice user ID. Okay, so basically we will get the user ID from here. Okay, then if there is no user ID present in the message, so basically this part, then in else block we will set the message dot format random dot choice file names. Okay, now if once this is done, what we need to do is, since we have defined for the info, now we will write for next, that is error. So elif level double equal to error. So here it is pretty straightforward. Message equal to random dot choice log message of the error. So we will get any random message from that. Same thing we will do for the warning. So I will just copy this block and paste it. Okay, we will change this to warning. So message equal to random dot choice, and here also we will need a warning. And so if we look at the warning, right, there is this usage, that is a dynamic variable, right? So what we need to do is we will append the format method and random dot random integer, so it can be 80 to 100. Okay, and then at last we will return that data, return of timestamp level and then message itself. So this is how the format is, right? The log format, sample log format, then /n. So next entry will be on new line. Okay, now once this is our log entry, one log entry is done, then we will write code to generate a log file. So def generate log file. So here what we will do, we will receive a file name, then num entries. So in the definition we will write code start time equal to date time dot now minus time delta is equal to 1, and then with open file name, right. So this is file handling now as log file, and in for loop we will generate those entries. So for I in range, num entries. So for this many entries, timestamp equal to start time plus time delta, seconds equal to I will just use I, and then string up time, and we will need this format: year, month, date, hour, minute and second. Okay, so percentage of y dash percentage of small m dash percentage of d space percentage of h colon percentage m colon percentage yes. Okay, and then enter. Then log entry equal to generate log entry timestamp, and then log file dot write. So we will append that entry in the log file, log entry. Okay, now let's, so we need those two parameters, right? File name and number of entries that we want. So I will just define here. We can just directly pass it to the function also, but let's define it so we can change it here. It will look nice also. Log file name, let's generate a massive log file, very straightforward, dot log, and number of log entries. Yeah, let's how many? Let's generate 1 million. Yep. Let me write this hash 1 mil. Then we just now need to call this function, right? Generate log file, and we will pass the log file name to that and number of entries that we want, right? This part. Then once we generate, we will just simply log it to the console. Yep, generated log file, and in here we will write the log file name. Okay, so let's save this. Let's add this. Okay, let's execute this program, python 3 dot slash main dot py, and hit enter. So it is now generating all the entries and creating this file, adding it here. Okay, this took quite a small amount of time by looking at the log size of the log file. So these are actually 1 million entries of log file of data. So warning, this is 94%. So this is all now big massive log file. So now you can make use of this log file in any of your big data applications. So let's say if you want to create any big data project to process the log file, then you can use this sample log file. Okay, so I will give link to this repository so you can download this log file and build big data applications on top of it.